Okay, now let me get this set up here. And it says right here, this Hangout on Live, Hangout is going away. Okay, June, thank you for coming back. Hi again. I uh I opened up Hangouts this time. So let me gather this link. I know how to do this. Degrees and Adam. Okay. All right. Hello, Susan. Welcome back. Finite World. Welcome back. I was trying something new. I have no idea what I'm doing. That's the way you learn. You just got to trial and error. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming back, each and every one of you. June, Finite World, Susan. Uh, I emailed Drunken One and Grizz and Adam a link. Um, yeah, I mean, you couldn't to get to your channel on that other way. You've got to pop out the chat to use the three dots. Oh, okay. Well, hang on a second, and I'll get your link or your email. Let me store it in my email. Uh, Contacts. All right. Contacts. Well, I got to figure out how to save it now. I can't see chat. Well, ain't that something? Now I've done this. Import. I don't want the calendar. Contacts. Well, they have messed that up now. Mm. Okay. Now, hang on a second. Okay, Susan, I have sent you a link. And I want to store your email. Until I can figure out how.
Well, hey, Kim.
Hey, I'll be right with you.
Yeah, I'm in the dark.
You're in the dark.
Yeah, I'm going to the fish room.
Okay. All right. Let me click on you. There you are. Well, hello, lady.
Hey. I know I've seen your face, but you've never seen mine except for my icon.
Right. Well, see, this is the old Hangouts that I'm on now. And that other one at the top of the page where you upload your videos, it says go live. And that's what I
Right.
was trying to figure out because it says that Google Hangouts is going away.
Yeah.
What we're doing now is too easy. And I don't know where you get the link to send to somebody.
Well, when we go live on YouTube, there is no group like Google Hangout. You can't join.
Well, why are they changing it?
I think YouTube and Google have had a falling out.
Oh,
Yeah. So they're splitting ways. But I don't know how to do group chats anymore in YouTube unless you use an encoder software like
OBS.
Discord. Yeah, OBS and Discord. You still got to have a way to bring someone in, uh, like XSplit. You have to pay for XSplit. Um, I know Discord. I haven't gone far in Discord to find out how to actually do it.
Tabor Smith. Let's check
Yeah,
out
I'm trying
that
to get.
channel.
Huh?
There's a new person that just come on. Can you see chat?
Not yet. I'm pulling it up.
Oh, okay.
I got to pull up your channel.
Okay. I am supported to them. Thank you for coming in.
Okay.
Okay, finite world, that's fine. We're not going to do anything to be bad that a kid can't see.
I'm G-rated anyway, Kim.
Yeah. Until Grizz gets on here.
Yeah. He's a good old fella.
Okay, so where are you located?
I'm
Just
in Birmingham, Alabama.
Alabama. You're south of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, where are
Well,
you at? Illinois?
Illinois, yes. And we went to see Rosanna and Grizz. I tried to hook up with Idaho Hillbilly, Kevin and Miss Kitty, but they was headed north, and I told him to call me so I'd have his phone number.
Yeah.
And Grizz didn't have his phone number. Uh, I knew that Bob had talked to him before, but I didn't want to call Bob and put him in a position, oh, I shouldn't give you that number. So I told Kevin to call me. He never did. He was going north as we was going through.
Yeah.
But it was a good trip.
I'm glad you got that opportunity. It's always fun to me when you can meet up with YouTubers.
Well, see, we've done 6 cruises, and Pam said, "Well, it's about the price of a cruise, and you didn't have to go through security and all that, but we did have to go through security to go into the Hoover Dam,
Okay.
and that was pretty unique. I went clear to the bottom, in through the tunnels, and what have you. They take you down an elevator, and
Wow.
when you come up out the elevator, you're on the dam. You get out on the dam, and you have to walk clear up to get the car.
Wow.
So there was a guide or a security guard or whatever. I said, "How am I going to pick her up?" And he told me, he said, "You can pull in down there." He pointed at it, what have you, and pull in there and pick her up and turn around and come back out. You can't park there, but you can pull in. Oh,
Uh-huh.
I lost you. Now you're on the avatar.
Yeah, I got to do something while I'm listening to you, so I muted my camera. I'll unmute it in a minute.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I just wanted you to be aware of it. But anyhow, that's how I did it. I walked up and told her I was coming with the car, and she was at the wrong end. I said, "You got to get down there. You can't. I can't pick you up here."
That's too funny. But I've never been to the Hoover Dam, so
Well, if you get a chance, I'd recommend it. If you do get a chance to go to the Grand Canyon, go to the South Rim.
okay.
You can't see. See, I can't walk. They told me, well, you got to hike around there at the North Rim. See, the road comes to a dead end, and there's all these trees in front of it. And from where I was standing, it looked like you could throw a rock to the other side. I was expecting it to just be miles. It is, but we was in the wrong place.
Oh,
So when we came out, we seen the sign. It said South Rim, 205 more miles. I
wow.
said, we're not doing that one. Now we're done.
Mm, that's crazy. So did you drive or ride? Do you ride motorcycles?
No, we rode in a new, well, new to us, 2018 Cadillac XT5.
I
We
know you
put
felt good.
we put 7,354 miles on that dude.
Oh, that's what you were talking about earlier when you
Yeah,
logged
I was
on.
telling my sister about it. Yeah, I
That's
think she was in here about that time.
yeah, that's a lot of miles.
But now, see, we stretched that out in 3 weeks.
Okay.
So we'd go between 350 and 400 mile, and we say, okay, let's get us room,
That sounds good.
and then get up the next morning and do it again. Now coming back, we made the trip from the Grand Canyon to home in 2 days.
That's cool. I can't remember where I met you. I don't know if I met you over at Cab 7.
I've been on Cab Sevens, yes.
Yeah, I hadn't been over there in a few months. And I'm
Oh,
part
only
of the Fish Fam community on YouTube.
only I don't have you got the chat up yet?
Yep, I'm watching it. Good
Okay,
night,
how do you
Rose.
pronounce that? His name only. But anyhow, he's been commenting on my videos. Thank you very much. I'm sorry about pronouncing your name, but I've been
Oh,
answering your
Mahone.
comments. Okay, how do
I
you
think
pronounce it?
I think that's only Mahone, but it might be Mahoney. He can tell
Mahoney?
us.
Okay. Like I said, thank you for supporting my videos and commenting. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I saw him on the video that you and Grizzly were on, and y'all were sharing drinks together.
Yes.
Yeah, he looked like he was a little shocked.
Uh, a little, a little. Now you're talking about just the other night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He blacked out, he said. That's what he said. He said, I hope I didn't say anything wrong. Well, Susan, I want to show you. This is the camera that I bought. I had to buy this handle. This makes it so much easier to hold,
Yeah.
and it it boots up quick. And this is why I bought it. See, I can be in the shot and I can tell, okay.
Is that a Canon or a Sony?
It's an off brand. Um, let's see if I can get your name here. FHID, I think.
Okay.
It I'm sure it's but they're all Japan made. That's
Yeah.
why they're good. That's why they work good.
Oh, it might be in the Fuji line.
Okay, I think it might be.
Okay. It
Okay,
looked like
now
my little Canon. I had a little Canon hand handy cam.
now I bought this Nikon on one of the cruise ships because my other one played out,
Okay.
and it's Nikon Coolpix.
Yes.
It does excellent for videos and stuff,
Right.
but the battery don't last very long.
Okay.
Okay, and like I said, I could put it on a tripod and then go get in a picture and talk and then go look, and I've cut myself off about right here.
Yeah.
So this way, I can open it up. See, and it boots right up.
Yeah.
Take that lens cap off, and then I could go and turn it, before I ever turn it on to record, and I've got the picture right. See?
I think mine does that too.
And it works great. And I can put this on the tripod, and I used it a lot on the trip. When we went to Mount Rushmore, I tried to hold it, and it was windy, and the wind was blowing, and I didn't have the tripod at the time. So I learned, and it doesn't zoom in as well as I would like for it to do.
Okay.
But it zooms in some.
Well, that's what you need. Where'd you get that handle at Amazon?
Yes. And what it does is it screws on just like it's going onto the tripod.
Yeah.
Okay. Now watch. I'm unscrewing it right here.
Okay, it's got a mount just like the tripod would.
Right.
That is nice. And where'd you say you got it?
On Amazon.
Okay.
So you let me get this screwed up here because I don't want to drop it.
No.
It's kind of long-winded, like me. Okay. Now it's got the strap, and it unscrews, and then you put your bracket to your tripod, and then you can just take it out there and hook that in there. Then you can take it out and make a shot, And that's what I did with a lot of them.
Man.
Okay. Mahoney, he says, I need to buy a B camera for when I out and about. My camera is quite big. Just shoot from the hip. Okay. But this, I didn't use this strap much because I had it set up, but it's pretty handy in case you drop it. You got it on your strap,
I like that.
And of course,
That will.
this strap that I showed you would screw right into the. Oh, it wouldn't come. Okay, this strap came with the handle.
Okay.
I don't think it came with the camera. I forget. But
have you tried screwing it straight into the camera?
This here?
The strap?
Yeah.
The strap?
They're all 1/4 inch. I think it's 1/4 inch bolt.
So it's universal then. Good.
All
Yeah,
universal, yeah. Now
yeah.
it's got a little strap here to hold it here.
Uh-huh.
But that's kind of unhandy to hold. See? Then you can't. Yeah. This here is so much better.
I like that.
I did some research, and the only thing I wasn't thinking about, the zoom. It will zoom in some, but not enough. It doesn't say what zoom it has. It says it 24 megapixel, which is a lot.
Okay.
High definition. I like the camera, just the zoom is not a deal. And it came with 2 batteries, and I bought a battery charger, and it came with another battery, so I got 3 batteries, and I can plug it in to the wall socket like at night, and
Yeah.
I've got 2 batteries, and these batteries last a long time with the videos.
Good.
But on
Yep.
my little camera, I've got a battery charger for it, but they don't last very long.
Is it the rechargeable batteries?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
In
they're
your quick shot.
yeah in the Nikon.
Right. It's a AA rechargeables.
Nope, nope, nope. I'm fixing to show you here if I can get it out here.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
now you see?
yes. That's like my well, I work for my church. We have a Canon power shot over there, and it has that flat square I guess a lithium battery,
Now,
or is it
now here's the battery. Let's see.
for your camcorder?
That's for the camcorder,
Yeah,
and
that's mine too.
I have a total of 3, and I don't know how long. I got several days out of it, and
That's real good.
when you've got your screen open, you're probably not going to see it. But right here, let's see if I can get my finger right here at the bottom.
Yep.
It shows you how much battery you have.
Okay.
So just as soon as that comes off of being full, you better have one in your hand.
Okay.
Okay, it's 2/3.
All
It's
right.
2/3 charged right now.
So it drains pretty fast, huh?
Well, I don't know. I see. I've used this for like 2 or 3 days,
Okay. Okay.
and I try to keep my videos short, as short as I can, because 10 minutes you've lost the audience. They're tired of looking at you unless you've got really good, interesting content, which I don't. I mean, I just rely on the scenery. And I was gone for a month, and I always keep up to date with the trimming and stuff. And being gone for a month, it got away. So I thought, well, I'm going to show before and after. And it rained yesterday evening, and I didn't get to weed eat. And it rained today. I couldn't do the weed eating because I had to take my car to get my oil change. OnStar has sent me emails. You got to change your oil. But I had to wait until I got home because I get 2 free oil change and tire rotation. Might as well get it. Now I got one more coming, and after that, then I'll change my own oil.
That's cool.
Because I went over there. I went over there around 9 o'clock, and of course I didn't make an appointment. If I'd have called ahead, and they said we can get you in at 1 o'clock. I said okay, that'll be fine. Maybe it was later than that, but anyhow, it was 1 o'clock their time, which was 12 o'clock my time. And I got there about 10 minutes till. I like to be early. And well, it's about an hour and a half. They finally got done.
Ooh.
So, I'm not fast, but I can change the oil in 20 minutes and take my time. I haven't done an oil change on this one yet.
Okay.
Like I said, after I change the oil with them one more time, then I'll get my own oil and oil filter and do it myself. My sister says, "Oh, if you do that, you're going to uh, void your warranty." Well, their warranty is only as good as what they tell you. And, it's one of them certified vehicles.
Yeah.
So if I keep my receipts, that's what they've told me on cars before. If you keep your receipts
Hmm.
on your oil change, then you're okay.
Yep.
I'll When I get my oil change the next time, I'll talk to them and what I have to do, because they can't make you change the oil at the dealership. So, and your warranty is only as good, I think, 2 years from the time it was originally bought. So it's already a 2018 brand new, and this is 2019. So it don't have much more warranty on it.
Okay.
But, you know, anything can happen to it. We'll wait and
God
see.
forbid. Yep. Yep. Hope it's a good one for you.
Well, I put it through its paces in them hills and hairpin turns. When I was going downhill, I tried to make the motor slow the car down as to use my brakes. I used the gears. It's
Right.
got
You gear
eight
it down.
speed, it's got 8-speed transmission, and the paddles is right
Woo.
underneath of the steering wheel where you can
There it is.
gear down and gear up.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Well, I'm getting ready to log off. I appreciate, Kim, you inviting
Oh,
me in,
thank you
and
so much.
my
Uh,
fish room, all the lights are out except for two small tanks. I've
so now,
got some
are
self.
you on a desktop, laptop, phone, or what?
I'm on my iPhone right now, but I have it leaning on my laptop screen so I can see the chat.
Okay. Well, I'm on my
Yep, this is
desktop, and I have an external webcam with the built-in mic.
okay. Yeah, this is my fish room. It's dark in here
Oh,
right
okay.
now. And over here is my self cloning crayfish. She's behind the bridge.
I love aquariums, but they're hard to take care of.
Well, when I put plants in there and do a little water changes here and there, it's not that hard. I've got 10 tanks right now, and I have a concrete porch that's open on two sides, and I have a 125-gallon goldfish pond, a 20-gallon that doesn't have anything but um, filter media in it, and then a 40-gallon that's got some guppies in it.
Wow.
They keep me busy, but I basically breed guppies, and I'm working on a one of my own strains right now that I call the yellow tigers. They have a kind of like a Spanish lacy tail. They're really a beautiful fish, and they were a mistake from last summer when one of my main breeds uh, got mixed with a male from another strain, and so they've created their own strain. And I'm working with that strain to see how far I can go with it.
Well, have at it. Good deal.
Hey, they pretty much do all the work.
Well, when when I was growing up, we had an aquarium at home, and I went down to the pond and I found a snail. So I brought it up and I put it in the aquarium in that warm water, and we had that moss that seaweed type stuff that grows,
Yeah.
and that dude laid eggs, and we had more snails than you, and they got in the rocks. Oh my God! I'll bet we had 50 million little snails everywhere.
Yep. Yeah.
We had to take it out and boil the rocks, and it was a mess.
Yep. They in a happy environment, snails can breed really fast. I have ram's horn snails, and I do have a few bladder snails, which are called pest snails. But they pretty much maintain themselves as long as you don't overfeed the tank. If you overfeed the tank, you're going to be overrun with snails.
But this was a wild snail,
Yeah, that's
and they
crazy.
they was wild, and the one that I put in there was only about that big, and then I got a whole bunch of these little micro size snails every direction. And Mom said, "What did you do?" I said, "Mom, I just put that snail in there, and there you go." And I didn't even put two. She must have been pregnant, or or laid eggs, or whatever they do. I don't know
Right.
exactly how a snail does, but oh my gosh, they produced, and then they produced, and
Yep. They can go crazy. Well, Kim and everyone in the chat, thank you all so much for having me with y'all tonight. I love you, and we'll be looking for you next time, okay?
okay, I'm going to work on getting your email. I got it stored on a notepad, and then I'll get it in my email. So I won't, and I'll have to figure out where to get the link to put in the friends list. You know what I
I
mean?
know they're changing things, so I'm going to have to look at it myself and play with it. But I'll be live tomorrow night on my channel at 6 p.m. Central. That's when I go
So
live.
what time do you have right now? 9:30.
Uh, yep, 9:35. We're in the same time zone.
Okay. Well, I get
With it,
confused. They was
I
two
do.
hours behind us out there, and I never did change my clock. I just kept going with what
Yeah,
I
it's
got
easy to
and
get.
subtracted.
Yeah, yeah. My husband doesn't change his watch either, but he lets our smartphones. They'll switch over.
Right? And the car phone, or the not the phone, but the car clock, it would change. Hello,
Okay.
coping alone, Kathy.
Y'all have a good night.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Take care, Susan.
Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome. Hello, Kathy. Yeah, I've been doing some traveling. It was fun though. You're welcome, Susan. Well, now it's lonely. It was a once in a lifetime thing. When I left Grizz last time, I told him, I said, I love you, man, but I'm not coming back. It was just a long travel. So who is Maloney to you, Kathy? Is that really your son? Or are you just saying that? He says, "Hey, Mom, how are you?" He's doing fine. My forced adopted one. Your American mom. Okay. Kim, that was ride out to Grizz. Yes, that was a ride now. He's about 3,000 miles from here to his house. Well, good deal, Kathy. Is is Grizz on a channel, or do you know? I sent him an email. We'll just call the old burger up. You just woke up, Kathy? Cool. I took a nap today myself. Hey, old man, what are you doing at 7:30? Okay. Yes, I am. Uh, that'll be coming up on 10 o'clock. I may not, but there'll be other days. Yeah, I understand. Well, it's going great. It's been raining 2 days here. Um, if you seen my video on the yard, I uh, I mowed it and everything. And that one guy, he keeps dropping his phone. Here he come right before I got the weed eating. Hello, Rosanna. She's on here. Okay, Grizz is on the phone here with me, and he says, "Hi, Rosanna." But anyhow, this guy, he came with the phone right before I started weed eating, so I sat down. He tried your mountain water. He really liked that. Well, it's all right. I like it. It peel paint off the wall pretty easy. Yeah, right. So today I had to go get the oil changed on the car, and come to find out, with this synthetic oil, this guy told me, he said, "Well, you can go 7,500 miles on an oil change." I said, "Well, I didn't even do that. You know, I had only went, well, maybe 8,000, but I didn't go over too much. I looked at the oil, I checked it, and it it had a little dirty look to it, which it should. That's how oil will clean the engine. It's got to get dirty to get it clean. So, and I get 2 free oil changes. So I'll let them change it one more time, and then I'll change it myself. Well, it was down a little bit. It was for a fact, but it's got a meter on there. This one guy at the dealership, he said to wait until they got below 20%. I mean, like right now it's 100% and it'll go down. Well, it went down to 0. Rosanna, Pam's in the bedroom. It's hard for me to get her out here. Well, for you, okay. Well, that was worth, I think I give 35, 40 bucks for that webcam. It was worth that. Okay, I'm gonna let you get back to your watering, and I'll tell everybody on here what you're doing. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. All right. Okay. Bye. Okay. Let me update what I was doing there. Grizz is watering his garden. No, he's not in the swimming pool, Kathy. But that was pretty funny. And Rosanna, I will tell Pam that you're on here. Um, you did get her email where you can go directly to her. You email me all you want to, but I sent you her email so you can talk direct to her, so that you don't have to talk between me to get to her. But you can still email me. I still want your emails, and I will answer you every time. So, see, you got this channel right here that don't have a last name, which is fine. Now I know you're. It's still the same person. Okay, Kathy's going to take off. Yes, I'm so glad that you guys hit it off. Um, I enjoyed you very much, Rosanna. You showed us a good time, and I appreciate it. And thank you very much. And there's Dave. Hello, Dave's backyard chickens and outdoors. I tried to use that different live stream because they're going to do away with Hangouts. I'm going to have to do some lessons on this. This is Hangouts that we're on here, but I don't know how to invite anybody. I don't think you can with the other way. And Susan was on here, and she said that Google and YouTube had a falling out or something. I don't know if that's correct. That's what she was telling me. Or maybe it's Google and Hangouts. Maybe that's what it is. Google owns YouTube. So Google and Hangouts, they're two different things. And Rosanna, it's Kim, Kim, Kim. Yes, I would love to come back again, but it ain't gonna happen. That was a long trip. It was well worth it though, very much. Well, you pointed out that I put an E instead of an A. I just wanted you to get it right. Sorry, I can't pronounce Washington. Maybe it's Washington. I don't know. I took, I don't know if you heard it or not, I took the car in to have it serviced today. And I can change the oil a lot quicker than what they can. Oh, wow, Dave, I'm sorry to hear that. When I was on the road with the laptop, I, in a lot of the hotel rooms, they didn't have much power. And when I was at Rosanna's house, I could upload videos and open pages and look at videos and stuff, but I couldn't do a live stream very well. If I'd went down the hall into her computer room, it would have probably done better. But I was too lazy to get up and carry everything down there. But the only reason why I really did it was for everybody to see Rosanna. And it worked. It worked. Oh, I've had a long day. It says I've got 10 people watching and nobody talking. I feel like the Maytag repairman, the loneliest YouTuber in town. But anyhow, there's 10 people watching, so I appreciate it. I have a little better luck YouTubing or live streaming on my desktop. It's got the horses. Well, we could fix that, Rosanna. You can come this way. I'm too poor to move that direction. And your house is beautiful. I'll tell you what. And the scenery around your area is just beautiful. Water bug. Grizz is watering his garden. See, it's only coming up on 8 o'clock there, and he has gravity flow water, so he has unlimited water, but he's got to move the hose and irrigate his So that's what he's doing right now. Where it's 10 o'clock for me and I'm wanting to go to bed, it's only 8 o'clock for him and it's still light. I have worked on Maytag repair or Maytag washers and dryers. I have. Other than the electronical part of it, there's nothing to it. I mean, you can tear that whole thing apart in no time. Now, you may not get it to run, but the guts part of it's not that much to it. And at the time that I was working on it, there's a place here you can go get parts, but I don't think they're available anymore. Now they're all your components, your stove, refrigerator, washer, and dryer, they're just throwaways. When they break, you can't afford to fix them. By the time you pay somebody to work on them, you could buy a new one. So that's how it works. Okay, you're working on the big guns. Yes, I understand. I've only worked on my personal washer and dryer. Uh, I'm not for sure who made the dryer, but it had a bearing in there that you had to take it all apart and put oil in, and it would last 3 months, and then it'd go. Wee, 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 wee. So the last time it did it, I mean, I'm not rich, but I said that's it. I went and bought a new dryer. Then I thought I'm doing something well. I hit a deer with my PT Cruiser, and you could cover it up with your hand. And they gave me $1,200 for that incident. And after we got everything and got my check, a guy at work, he took all the screws off that wheel well, put his hand up in there, popped it out, and you couldn't even see it. So I went and bought Pam a washing machine. And come to find out, it takes an hour to do one load, where that old Maytag only took 30 minutes. I thought I was buying something good, that she liked, but anyhow, it works. It's one of them. It's like Rosanna's. It's got the short agitator, and it weighs the clothes to see how much water to put in. I don't know how it works exactly. Yeah, yeah. You can't, if you can't fix it yourself, you can't afford somebody to work on it for you. And that's about the way this hot tub has been. I've replaced every one of them pumps. There's 3 pumps in it. One's a circulator pump, one's the big pump, which is about $500, and then it's got the air pump where it just blows air. Yeah, parts cost more than the machine is worth. Exactly. Of course, the hot tub's a whole different ball game, but if you can get to it and you know what you're doing, which I don't, but you if you can do the work on yourself, they're just There's just parts that you take out and they plug in and you're good to go. But it's well worth it. While we was gone, I took the filter out of it, shut it off, and buckled down the cover. So if we did have a tornado or something, which I wasn't wanting that, but high winds, it wouldn't tear it up. For Blessing Farms, hello, how are you tonight? All right, you're a beekeeper. I've been sub to you for quite a while. Well, I really enjoy the hot tub. So as long as I can keep it going, if it's something that's not serious, then I'll keep it up. Okay. For Blessing Farm, doing pretty good. Just got in from garden work. How are you doing? I'm doing great. We did that long trip. We got home Friday evening about 5:30, and this morning I went to the dealership because OnStar was calling and emailing and what have you. Oh, you need to change oil. So I went and got an oil change. And then I called OnStar and I said, I don't want your service. Shut it off. Well, I'm sorry about that. I said, you're annoying. You're invading my privacy. When I get ready to change oil, I will call and make an appointment myself as long as I get a free oil change. Once I have to pay for it, I'll change my own oil. They can't keep you from doing that. And as long as you got a receipt that you changed your oil, it's not going to void the warranty. I'm going to check into that, make sure, but I can change your oil about $20 and they change the oil for about 70. So it's a big difference. And then you have to go bag them. It took me, well, of course, I didn't have an appointment, but it took over 2 hours to get the oil changed today. And I'm not fast, but I can change the oil in 20 minutes, taking my time. And you can't go out in the shop and watch them. So I don't know what they did. I'm sure that they did, but I don't know if they changed the filter, what kind of oil they put in it. You just go by what they tell you. So, hello, Howie. Okay, so maybe you can answer my question for Blessings Farm. So, if I change the oil and keep the receipt where I bought my oil and filter, is that all I need for the warranty? We will let new customers watch if they want. That way they know they can trust us. Well, I asked the guy, I said, can I go out there? No, you can't go in the shop. Okay. I could see the car from their window, but you can't see the whole shop. Okay, good deal. So As long as I got the receipt and a date that I changed the oil, that'll be good enough then. I I've been told this on other cars that I've owned. And I will use the synthetic oil. There's no reason not to. And a guy in the waiting room, he said that you could go 7,500 miles on an oil change with this synthetic oil. And that's about what I drove. Yep, yep, that's what I figured. And this guy in the waiting room said that he brought his car back in for alignment. And he said, just prior, he had it aligned. He said, now they want me to align it again. He said, I believe I'm going to have somebody else check it out the next time. I thought, yep, that's what you run into. I don't like somebody I don't know under the hood of my car. I really don't. The bad things they don't tell you is the new GM vehicles with OW20 are designed to use oil. Low friction rings, so it allows some oil to be burned. Learned that in a GM class. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Now, it was down a little bit, and it says 5W30, and it's a synthetic oil. Okay, Robert says, I change my oil twice a year. I'm lucky to put 7,000 miles on my car in a whole year. Now, that would be hard to do it. Now, we put close to, well, I got the exact miles, 7,000. See, I got to add 50 to this, so 7,394 miles is the exact trip that we took. Okay, green juice. Be right back. Yeah, it would take a lot of driving to put that many miles on a car. Now, the car that she had, which is now my car, uh, I will continue to use the 5W30 regular Pennzoil. Okay, yes, most will burn some oil, has the same that saying 1 quart every 1,000 miles, which is bad if a customer doesn't check the oil. I tried to check the oil a lot, especially on this trip. Not every time I filled it up, but when I fill it up, I would go pull a stick and check it out. On this car, I have looked and I cannot find a dipstick for the transmission. It is a Cadillac XT5. Four Blessing Farm. Do you know anything about that? I'm going to have to Google that. I had let's see, I forget what car I had, but you couldn't check the transmission. The only way to check it is the fill thing up underneath. It would have to be up on a rack or you get underneath of it and you just take the fill and fill it up there. But it didn't have a stick. Okay, nope, most newer transmissions are sealed or need a scan tool to check. Okay. Howie says, I want a horse and buggy, so no gas, oil, or critters, cheaters. Well, that would have been a while to take it clear out there to Washington State to see Rosanna from here. Yeah, no kidding. Well, I'll check it out. And I bought that modem to make the car. It's got that auto stop, and you come up to the stop sign and put the brake on, and the motor dies. Well, I bought this modem, and you can't even have it on your. Well, you can have it on your car, but you can't order it if you live in California. They won't they won't ship it to you. You have to have it shipped to somewhere else, and then they mail it to you. But anyhow, it was a modem, and I took it off before I took it into the shop, and then I put it back on. It just unplugs. You plug this in, and zip tie it. You're done. Okay, Robert, if you're interested in getting rid of that auto stop, there's a modem that you can put in. If you can find out on the XT5 Cadillac, it's right in the, you raise the hood and it's right there. Now, if it's up underneath the dash, that would be a problem, but you can look into it. If you're interested, I will see about finding the link to the guy that I bought it from. And it's about 140 bucks. Worth every penny of it to me. Yes, it was worth the trip to come and see you, Rosanna. You bet you. It was. I enjoyed myself, and I don't know if I will do it again now, but if I had it to do over again, I would do it again. Yes, it was great. We had a great time. Hey, there's Grizz.
Hey Kim, how's it going?
Great.
I had to grab my chair. I gotta go. I gotta drag this up here and sit down and grab a beer and chill. Uh, Deanne,
Some
just a second, Kim. I'll be right back.
okay. For blessing, this doesn't have the button to turn it off. If it did, I wouldn't have bought the modem. Hello, Alex, the beer master. So you just raise the hood and it's right there. You unplug it and you plug. It's got two ends on the modem. You plug it in here and you plug it in here and zip tie it out of the way. That's all there is to it. And then when you go to take it in the shop, you just unplug it, plug it back in to itself, go in the shop. They don't know any difference. Come back home, put it back in there. And we went through spots where it would have started and stopped 50,000 times. I mean, that's more, but I know that it would have stopped 50 times because every time you stop, it shuts off. It will only shut it off one time after you turn the key off and then back on. It will turn auto stop on. Okay, but you got a button where you can disable it. Mine don't. I know, Rosanna. I know we're welcome. Hey, you're welcome here at this house anytime. We don't have the accommodations that you gave us. but you could sleep with Pam. I mean, you know, I could sleep in the recliner. We'd work something out.
Okay, I'm here, Kim.
Um, Let me answer for blessing. I think that the 2017, it might have been a different number, or instead of the XT5, maybe it was XT4 or 6, but it had the button. But the 18, the 2018, they didn't have it, and they don't have a spare tire either.
That's you. Remember, from 8 till 10, watering. Okay, but anytime after that.
The wiring harness that they make will make it stay off all the time. That's what I have. Yes. You put that modem in between that plug in, and it just drives like a normal car. It never shuts off. You don't have to push a button. Okay, Molly, you take care.
Am I here, Kim?
I can hear you, but I only see your avatar.
Okay, well that's because I just brought up live chat. Let me see if I can do something to fix that. Let's see here. Okay, now you can probably see me, huh?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, well you're not going to see me for a few minutes because I want to try to catch up on some chat. I got the chat window open as well as, but I can't. The camera won't show when I switch over to chat. But you can still hear me, either way. It's
right.
Okay, there's hiya Rosanna and Howie and Robert and four Blessing Farms. Deadhead. Oh, Deadhead. What the hell is that? I see he's got the Vulcan salute going. I love it.
Oh,
So,
who's Deadhead?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure who Deadhead is. I've never seen him before, but he's got the Vulcan salute going.
Well, he's got 1.3K, and
Well,
I have subbed to him before. He don't have any videos.
okay, let me bring the camera back up now, folks. I can't chat. No, I'll try to go. I'm going to go pram around and make the view, whatever it's called.
Okay,
So, anyway,
you're welcome. We just wanted to check you out. He joined in 2017.
2017, and he already has it. He almost has half as much. It took me 2 years to get that many subs.
But you don't have any videos.
Well, then he must spend a lot of time on YouTube making friends.
Yeah. Let me open that back up. Make sure I'm reading this right.
All he's got to do is
video.
Up and he can get monetized.
1.3K. I just now got 1.4K.
Wow. Yeah, but you know what? Until this last year, until they did that monetization deal, you never were chasing subs until then.
Right. Yeah, we had to work pretty hard there for a month.
Yep.
Yeah. For blessing, yeah. The 2018, they took that button to opt out of that. And I would have been okay with that. Every time you started the car, you had to push that button. I would have done that, but it's not there. So I like this modem a whole lot better.
Well, Kim, I have to ask you this. The other night, did I embarrass myself? Only you can tell me.
Grizz, you did nothing wrong. You was
Okay,
actually funny. You was funny. Miss Pam was
I'm glad
laughing at you. Miss Pam was laughing at you. She said he is shot in the ass. Yeah, that's a mild way to put it.
Kim, I haven't had a blackout for a long time, but I was in full-blown blackout. I remember going on the live stream with you, and I remember jumping on the live stream, but shortly after, after like 5-10 minutes, I don't remember anything from there on out. I mean, I don't remember any of it.
Well, that's like these two guys. He was talking the next day. He said, man, he said, I got drunk. He said, I went home and I blew chunks. Oh, he said, you got sick. He said, no, man. He said, Chunks is my dog.
Oh, no, I would no. I hope it didn't go to that.
Hey, Big Steve.
Oh,
You're
yeah. Well,
going.
Big Steve texted me the next morning. He sent me a message on my phone. He says, Grizz. He says, I'll bet you're hungover. I'll bet you ain't drinking today. And I texted back. I said, ain't you ever heard of Harold the dog?
Poor Blessing Farm says, yeah, Kim was yelling at him. I was trying to get you to wake up. You wouldn't do it.
Oh, man. I must admit, I don't like getting that drunk, quite honestly. I really don't like going to that point, but it was a mix. What it was a mixture of, I had been drinking some beer. I've been sipping on my mountain water. Then I pulled out your moonshine, and I was kind of mixing everything all together. And that put me in a full-blown blackout. And I haven't been in a blackout for years.
Okay. Now let me tell you something. Okay, you know what you did? That's kind of what happened to Pam. She was trying the Madudu and she was drinking a lot of that. I don't know if she tried your apple pie, and she had them things, she was trying them out, and it just hit her, and she said, I got to go home or go to the room, So, and she was out in the sun. Okay, she takes a lot of medicine that says don't get in the direct sun. Okay, so she was okay from then on.
And you know what? Quite honestly, I really think I think it was a combination of all of it. But I think that if from the get go, if we had to move back further, if I further in the shade to where she wasn't in the sun, I think things would have been a lot different. But I don't know that the sun itself would have made the total difference. But I think I think it was a big influence because, if you're not used to the sun here, and by the way, I'm speaking from experience. I have lived in 2/3 of the United States. And I know that from area to area, if you're not used to the sun there, and I'm used to the sun, don't get me wrong, but if you're not used to the sun in an area, it's even worse. I don't know the humidity, the dryness, what it is, but the sun is different in every area.
Well, I think you're right, but the sun doesn't bother me because I worked 40 years out in the sun.
Right.
And at home, when I'm out in the yard, I don't have a shirt on. And I'll just sweat like no tomorrow. I spent most of the day out in the sun yesterday, with no shirt on, and I just sweat, and I completely soaked my shorts with sweat. You
Oh, I
know,
hear you.
so I
You did a lot of yard work in that. I mean, from that video I watched that this morning. You got a lot accomplished in one day there.
I worked all day, and
Yeah,
so
I could
I
tell.
worked for a while and sit down.
You did good. Did you read my comment?
I think so. But what did you say? I forgot. I answered
Well,
you.
well, if you remember right, you said it. You said it in the video.
Oh,
Ask me if I did a good job or if I'm full of shit and I don't know shit. And I said, well, Kim, you did a good job, but you don't know shit.
yeah, I did. I seen that. I tried to
and
answer
I'm just joking when I say you don't know shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that, Grizz. Okay, Big Steve's got a question for you.
Okay.
So Grizz, I have to know, were you passed out?
On Kim's live stream,
Yeah.
I was not passed out. I don't believe so. I do know that I went into full blackout, and there's a big difference between blackout and pass out. And I did go back and look at the live stream. You clicked at it, skip through it to see where I was at. And no, I didn't ever pass out, but I was in full blackout. Meaning when I say full blackout, I was functioning, but I had no clue what was going on. I didn't know what I was saying. I didn't know what I was hearing. I don't remember any of it.
Okay, Big Steve wants to know, did you make it to your bed?
No, I did not.
Where did you
I
sleep?
made
Out there?
I made it to my recliner, which I sleep a lot of nights in my recliner. So I don't know if you want to call that the bed or not, but half the time I sleep in my reclining chair, half the time I sleep in my bed. But my wife did. I don't remember it, but she made sure that I made it to at least to the reclining chair. She said that I told her, and I don't remember this either. She said that I told her when I was sitting out there at the fire out here, that I told her, grab the camera, start recording this. I want to see who I am in the morning. This was after I guess after the live stream had ended. And I told her, I said, I want you to record this. I would have put, and she said, absolutely not. I'm not going to show this to anybody. We're not going to record it. So
Now, I've never been for a long time. I've drank more in the last 3 weeks than I've drank for a long time. But I can sit right here and go to sleep. In fact, I did that today. I got up early. We had coffee and what have you, but I haven't had a beer yet today, and I'm probably not going to now. It's too late.
Well, this is my third one today, and that's typically how. Pardon?
With that hand?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
The third one with that hand? What about the other?
No, this is only my third one today, and that is typically how I drink. I don't drink a whole lot typically. I have drinking a lot in the past. I don't drink like I used to, but every now and there's the reason why. Last night or the other night was the reason why I don't drink a lot anymore.
That's a good idea. Hi, Missy.
Yeah, I'm not very good at handling it. I can't consume a lot. I can just sip continually.
Okay, 4 blessings. We have a trip and have to drive through Houston on a weekday. We have to drink a bottle of whiskey the night before. Well, I'll tell you, 4 blessing. When I was on the trip, I just I just bought a 12 pack, I think it was, of beer, but I got a fifth of Jack Daniels with honey. It made 3 nights, and I had that down. That is just smooth. You don't have to cut it with pop. I just poured a little bit in one of them glasses they give at the hotel, you know, and poured my beer in the other glass and just kind of drink a little bit, make, you know, chase it with beer or chase it with whiskey, with one way or the other. So, Missy, thank you for coming by. I haven't seen you for a long time.
Okay. Oh, that must be the shed.
Hello,
Here.
Deanna.
Kim saying hi to you.
Hi.
Hi.
Wave. Let her say hi to everybody else in the chat too.
Hi, everybody.
Now, Kim, I told you that I was watering the garden earlier.
Yes.
Actually, that was kind of a lie.
It was a lie.
I was not watering the garden. I was doing supervising. I've got some well issues down here. I got plenty of water in my well. It's actually pump issues. So I had the pump running, and the pressure tank is kind of working, kind of not. I won't get into that. So I had my wife and daughter both were out there in the garden watering, but I was monitoring the pump, and I had to keep on top of that to make sure that the pump didn't overheat.
Oh, okay.
They were doing the watering. I was working the pump.
And waiting.
Well, the waiting was before he was watering.
I know, but I did lots of waiting.
But and then I got to put them to work again while I manage the pump again. Tomorrow morning, they're going to do some more watering first thing in the morning. I got my tomato plants. All the leaves are starting to curl. That's how tight it's getting on the watering here. And it sucks because I got plenty of water here. It's just delivering the water to the garden is the issue.
Well, you see my backyard where I got that Zoya grass coming?
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell. Now you probably can, but I just put a plug about that big in different places in the backyard.
Uh-huh.
The area is about that big now, just from last year.
Just from the plug that you added.
Yeah, I put a plug in about this size, and now it's grown about this size. Now, we've had rain in the last 2 days. So when it starts drying up, just the Zoya grass, I will soak that down. I did that last year and it did real good, but I haven't been here for a month. So, you know, and
okay.
The problem with the Zoya grass is it's slow because the ground's got to be real warm before it comes back. So the weeds take over before the Zoya grass. Okay, you're going to tell me something. I want to listen.
Keep in mind, I have no clue what I'm talking about. I'm just giving you opinion that is uneducated here. But I have a few questions to ask to go along with it. And it's still, regardless of the answers, it's still I have an uneducated opinion on this whole deal because I don't know much about yards, as you can tell by looking at my yard. You know what my yard it looks like, so I'm the wrong person to give advice about yards. But on your yard, when you mow your yard, what do you do with the grass clippings?
I don't do anything. It mulches.
You put them right back in the yard.
It's a mulcher.
Okay, here's what I'm going to suggest temporarily that you do, and I don't know if this will work or not. You know, I mean, keep in mind, I know nothing on this, and if it don't work, kick me in the ass. It don't matter. But what I would suggest is when you mow your yard, rake up the mulched up grass, okay? Get the molasses and mix it 50-1
Tell
with
him where to
water.
get it.
He knows where to get molasses at. And anyway, mix it 50-1. In the bare places that you want grass to grow, spray that with molasses. You know, a coat. Put the grass clippings over the top of it, and spray another coat over that, and keep that watered, going around those spuds. Don't cover up the spuds. Those things that you planted. Don't, but just the bare ground. And it might add nutrient if you're adding organic material to the bare ground, to the bare spots, and let it work on in. It's
Okay.
just a suggestion.
Okay, let me explain to you how my mower works.
Okay.
There is no clippings. It mulches it up so fine you can't see it. There is no clippings to be raked up.
Okay. It mulches it that fine. Okay.
Right. You see, it's a push mower, and it has one blade, but once turned, you know, the blade, it's turned and down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like you
Well,
take hold of the blade, twist it.
I know the basics of the mulcher mowers. I've never experienced them, but I get it. I know that the full blown mulcher mowers don't leave nothing behind to rake.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so
Going with the Green Wizard. Okay. The molasses will create worms to come in your yard, and they'll do the work for you.
but
And,
you still need organic material.
right. And I used the Epsom salts before I left. And I don't know if the Epsom salts did it or it just dried out, but the weeds that was out there died. They're gone. It's bare. Okay. But them big buckhorn wide leaf, you have to dig them up. They're like carrots. You got to
Yeah,
take a shovel and dig them up. So I dug
I
a bunch
think,
of them up yesterday.
and I think I got them. I think I know what you're talking about. I got them here too. But what about to cover that bare land? What about it going down and buying a bale of alfalfa hay? It's high in nitrogen,
Well,
and spread that out as a ground cover.
see, I think what I've got going here, I don't want anything to grow except the Zoya grass.
Right, right. And if you do the alfalfa, I'm not talking about getting alfalfa with seeds in it, because I get it. You don't want the alfalfa to grow, but if you can get alfalfa hay without the seed in it, and you would want to do some research on that for sure.
Okay,
But
okay, Grizz, but I don't want to do that. I want this Zoya grass to keep spreading, and then later, when I get it to growing real good, I'll go out in the front yard again and get some more plugs and put out. See, I knew that me being gone was going to cause my yard havoc, okay? Because I'm going to be here to watch it. And just like your garden, you said it was dry. It's cracked open in some places, okay?
mm-hmm.
So what I need to do, and I don't want to do the whole yard, just right there where it's cracked open, get these prong thing. I got this, it's like a hoe, but it's for, you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know, but rake that up to where it's worked up again, and maybe put a plug in there, and then water it and let it take over. See?
Okay, but you're saying your soil is cracking, right?
Yeah, it's too dry. But I haven't been here to give it
No,
water.
it's not. It's not just too dry. If your soil is cracking, that's the same type of deal that I could experience if I didn't even have any grass in my yard. All this clay, there's too much clay there.
No clay.
You need more organic material in your soil.
It doesn't have any clay. It's black as black could be.
Yeah, but clay can be black too.
Okay.
If it's cracking apart, there's no organic material in there.
Well, it had just been too dry.
Right,
now,
but if,
now we're getting the rain. Now it's muddy back there.
right, because it's not absorbing it. You don't have enough organic material. And so what I'm trying to say, even if you had wood chips in that area,
But
anything that
what I did, and we talked about this earlier, I used Roundup on this area to kill everything. And like you said, I killed what was in it, like the worms and the grubs and what have you. So your molasses deal, that's a go-to thing. I'll have to go over to the elevator and see if I can get some molasses from them.
but Kim, if you do the molasses and bring the worms without the organic material in your soil, the worms will come and then they'll go. It's like you have to bring a balanced diet to your soil.
I think that it's there.
Okay.
I think it's there. The dirt's good. I just haven't had time to work it. But like I said, this soya grass, I put these plugs. I got a square thing, and it's only about that big. And I put about 12 different plugs because I didn't want to run the front yard. So I just took a few at a time. And like I said, I started with this last year, and the area is about that big. And that's a big growth for soya grass in 1 year.
And what I'm saying is if you add organic material to the bare patches, those plugs can even grow that much faster through that bad soil that's there. You're trying to make the soil better, which in turn will make the grass better. And allow it to expand and keep on growing out at a faster rate.
Okay. Now we got a comment here. Let me look to see what 4 blessings. And I've been talking to Grizz, and I'm neglected to read your comments. We let our yard grow tall and seed out. Now, when I cut my yard, I've got my mower up two notches down from the very top. I mow it pretty tall. Okay, black dirt like just west of here cracks badly all over. Okay,
that's clay.
now, well, it's black. But
yeah,
now,
but it's still clay. Clay comes in different color.
Well, here's the deal, Grizz. I had a lot of shade back here. So that was the purpose of cutting the tree back. So now I've got the sunlight in there. Did you watch my video where I cut the tree back?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I cut a bunch back. So now the sun's going to be able to get in there. It's all shade. That's why I said I couldn't grow a tomato, because too much shade. Now out in the very front is where I got the plugs. It's growing excellent, and it's the same dirt. So now that I've got some sunlight coming in, and I put a little water in there, it's going to make a big difference.
Okay, but what I'm saying, Kim, is what do you do if you keep on continuing the way that you're going? It will work fine. So don't get me wrong that I'm saying that what you're doing is wrong, that it won't work. What I am saying is the plugs that you put on in there, they're slowly expanding the organic material in the soil as it grows on out, and it's pushing out the organic material to where it's making that soil healthier and healthier and healthier, where things can grow. It's slowly breaking down that clay. What I'm saying though, is if you add to the bare spots, not to where you got the plugs, not where it's growing, but around the perimeters of that, and you add some organic material, I think it will speed up the process of your plugs growing out fast at a faster rate.
Well, that's pretty fast. That's pretty fast because that was completely bare last year when I put them plugs in there. And last year, when the weeds tried to come in, I would hoe them. I'd take a garden hoe and keep it all bare except the plugs. Well, I wasn't here. See, so the weeds come in. Okay.
Right.
So I worked in the yard all day and I didn't get a chance to use my weed eater. And I dug up a bunch of them buckhorn weeds. So I see that I've got a bunch of little trees coming up. So I will take the weed eater and go through the whole yard because the mower didn't get them. See, because I'm mowing high. And I'll knock them and leave the zoysia grass alone, but I'll knock them trees off. See, that way they won't overrun the zoysia grass and they'll grow, but you got to have a little bit of water. I wish I had your water because that city water's got the chlorine in it.
You know how to deal with that?
I run it through a filter.
No, without running it through a filter. You know how to deal with your chlorine water.
Yes, but I don't have no place to have a holding tank.
A 55-gallon drum?
I don't have no place to put it. I don't want it. It'd look ugly.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. It would work.
Yeah. If there's no place to put it, you ain't got no place to put it. I understand that.
And I don't have an area.
Well, you don't have acreage like I got?
No.
Oh, come on now.
Rocket, they just said, hey, John, I see you. Beep, beep. I don't want to neglect John. He's a great kid. Boy, young man, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyhow, Rocket, they just says, you don't have any logs laying around. I said, I know. I don't have a palace like Grizz does.
I wish this was a palace. And by the way, I got to say, hey, Record Legend, I got to get caught up on his videos again.
He's not in here tonight. He commented on my yard video.
Oh, okay.
And he said, well, you ain't got a log or something laying around. But now I'm home and we've got a lot of rain here in the last 2 days. And while I was gone, I know nobody dumped my rain gauge. The whole time I was gone, we only had 4 to 5 inches of rain.
Wow.
See, in a period of 3 weeks. And then in the last 2 days, I don't know how much we've had because the water had been sitting in there and it got real dirty at the bottom. So I poured me a little bleach in there and let it set and swished it around and cleaned it up. So I dumped it, I think, this morning or something like that. And I had to redo my filter or my fountains. I got them running good. The hot tub, I took the filter out of it and shut it off. I shut the breaker off down in the basement I opened it up when we got home, and it was 76 degrees. And just clear, the water was just as clear as could be. Now it was starting, had a little odor to it. You know how water gets stale, but it was clear. It wasn't algae or nothing. But it's always been closed up. So I put the filter in it, turned it on, threw the chlorine and the bright and clear to it, and run it for 30 minutes, shut it off, shut the top. And the next morning it was 99 degrees, but it was pouring down rain and lightning, so we couldn't get in it. So we've been in it. Well, Pam got in it one time. I've been in it probably 3 times. It's sitting at 103 right now. Perfect. She was complaining it was too hot. So I said, well, I'll turn it down, but it's liable to snow. If you turn the hot stuff down, it gets cold,
Oh
So
man.
I just turned it to where it clicked one time, and we'll see what it does in the morning. I like it hot.
Well, now Kim, and not to change the subject, it's still on the same subject, but you seen the video that I got where I got this 9-foot tub out here now that
Yeah,
I water my garden from.
yeah.
I wish we had that here when you was here, because we could have made a video together to put up on your channel from that. 2 fat men in a tub.
Yeah, we would have. That's what I said.
Wouldn't that been awesome? But you know what? Not to say, but you know what? Maybe we can still make this work on out. I could make a video. Maybe we could somehow do a private live stream.
No.
Up to, no, Dion, hear me out. Maybe the 2 of us could do an unlisted video of us in a hangout, doing you in your tub, me in my tub, and we do it unlisted, and then we got this hangout together where we're doing 2 fat men in a tub, and then we just put it up on your channel. Let's do it, Kim. We can do it unlisted, and then it can be sent to your channel, and then you got the whole thing on yours, and we can edit it and work it.
Okay, hang on to that thought for just a minute.
Okay. He's going to take care of the other hot tub. Well, it will be hot when he's done. Until he flushes, then it will be a cold tub. Now, while he's away, I'm going to bring up chat, folks. Okay, let's see here. Oh, now I need my glasses to read the chat. What's everybody up to? Holy cow, everything's flying on through. I can't. Just a second. My chat's flying on through, trying to get caught up to where we're at. Okay. My yard is a coastal Bermuda hay pasture. Oh, I love it for blessings. Bermuda grass. We let our yard grow tall and see that. You know what? For blessings, actually, that's what I've been doing for the last several years here, because I haven't had a mower, so I just let it seed out, and then I run a weed whacker over once a year, and the grass keeps on coming back, but so does the weeds. Black dirt like just west of here, cracks badly all over. Yep, yeah, that's if your dirt is cracking, it's clay. Hey, John, how you doing? I'm sure that Kim will invite you up here when he gets on back. He just ran to well, he just took off. So anyway, hey, Finite World, how you doing? Anyway, I don't know how many people are in chat now. Let me take a look. We've got 13 people watching, but nobody chatting. Come on, folks. Where are you at? I'm trying
Okay,
to entertain. There we go. Kim's back.
okay, John, do you want to come up? I'll get a link. Hang on, John.
You know, if we do the two fat men in a tub, I'm going to be wearing these bibbed overalls in there.
All right.
Yes.
All right, John, you got the link.
Come on up here, John.
But if you look at my video that I made about the yard, I've got the camera right down there, and you can see the dark green, and that's what I want. I want that to spread. Once you get
Everywhere.
that going, it's just like carpet.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the front of the yard, when I walk around at the front of the yard toward the house, that's the Zoya grass. That's how thick it is right there. But that's in full sun. Hello, John.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. But
Hey,
that's
John, how's it going?
Fine.
But them plugs that I took out of there in the front yard have healed. They come right back together.
Yeah, they filled right on in.
Because what I do is I take the grass or take the dirt from the backyard and make the hole to put it in. Then I put it in the box and I carry it out front and put the grass. You know what I'm saying? I put the dirt out front and put the plug in the back.
I still think you need more organic material in your dirt, but ultimately your grass will add that organic material in the long run.
I understand, but it will come back because it's already trying to do it. But you got to have the sun and the rain. And like I said, the whole time we was gone, I don't think it evaporated out of that rain gauge. We only had about 5 inches that whole 3 weeks. And that's not.
By the way, we haven't had 5 inches of rain here in Oregon where I'm at. All total, we haven't had 5 inches of rain in the last 5 months. Well, probably the last 4 months. We've had about 5 inches.
But in the last 3 days, we've had a lot of rain here.
Man.
So
yeah, we don't get the rainfall you guys get. We get rain
within 3 weeks, or within 1 week, I'll have to mow again. I'm looking at the weather right now. The rain's all around us. The rain's coming from out west. It'll be coming over here. Let's see how far is it. It's clear on the other side of Kansas, in Colorado and Kansas. But whatever state
is it in John's area? You got rain in John's stir fry. John, are you getting the rain too?
We've been getting it.
Damn dog.
Hey, Anthony, are you live now? But anyhow, you watch that video. At the end of the summer, I'll show you some more on that yard. I opened it up. I cut a whole bunch of limbs. I did that yesterday and put them out. Did you see the pile that I had out front?
Yeah, I did.
It's gone. They're gone.
What did you do with those limbs?
I put them out front and the city picked them up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'd cut 2 or 3 down and then drag them to the front by hand.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, it wore me out.
Well, I bet.
I'd cut 2 or 3 trim or limbs and drag them to the front, and then it was time to sit down.
That's how I work.
But I didn't drink a beer or smoke.
Are you saying there's something wrong with that?
I get a little more work done that way.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And I'm drinking water now. Not
Me
your
too.
mouth water.
I'm drinking water too.
Yeah. I bought
Barley water.
a 30-pack today.
I don't drink that much.
Oh, I won't drink that 30-pack for a long time. But now when we was on the trip, I'd drink 2 or 3 at a night when I got to the room. I'll tell you what, I get so hyper. I mean, driving, you got to do something to come down to earth so you can sleep.
Just 1 second, Kim. I'll be right back. My wife's trying to talk to me.
So, John, tell me what's been going on.
Nothing much.
Still working?
Yep. Ours starting to suck.
Are you still with Kelly?
Yeah, I haven't talked to her today.
Good deal. I apologize that I didn't do any live streaming while we was going on the trip. I just couldn't do it. My laptop just don't have enough horse. But this desktop does. Are you monetized yet?
Nope.
Have you got the watch hours? I'm still running your videos.
The results are Creator Studio.
How many hours you got?
Right now, I'm getting off of my channel.
I had 2 tabs running of yours while I was gone, but they quit running. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You got to keep them maintained too. Every once in a while they've stopped. You got to restart them. So I couldn't run your tab when I was gone, but on the desktop I left it going. Oh, you're trying to show me something. Wait a minute. All right, hold it still so it'll focus. That's how many hours you got?
Yep.
You're close.
I'm going beta.
Well, I
It
can't.
officially flips the
There
notifications.
we go. Well, good deal, Kathy. You got a full stomach, a shower, you feel good. Great. Well, keep trying to get to where you can monetize. I don't make a whole lot of money, but in the 2 years, let's see, I don't know when we started. I think it's been 2 years. I made over $400. No, it's not
No,
big,
no, it was,
but I might as well have it as not.
Hey, Kim,
Yes, sir.
check this on out. I got up here. Let me switch over so I can see what the camera's pointing at. I got up out of my chair.
Uh-huh.
Oops, there goes the screen. Let's see here. Let me get the camera back.
And stir
I
fry, took it over.
Okay, there we go. Here we go. Okay, let me just show you here. I got up out of my chair, and look who took my chair.
That sweet girl.
And she's not wanting to give it back.
Oh, she'll get down for Grandpa. She wants
I'll
you.
put her on my lap.
There you go.
There we go. There you got your grandpa, huh? Yes, you got your grandpa. Oh, she's old. I don't want to stay on your lap though. If I can't have the chair to myself, I'm getting down.
Boy, I tell you what, when we came home, it was like an empty house with our little hound going.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Hey, when you went across Texas, was that a quick trip? Because I know if you drive straight across the middle of Texas, that's a long drive. Did you go through the Panhandle?
No, we was at the north tip of it. We came across Oklahoma through Texas. I think I have to look at the map.
You was on the north end, not at the wide middle part where it takes like 3 weeks to cross over Texas or whatever.
Let me see if I can see it on the Weather Channel. Oklahoma. Let me find it. If I can find it, I'll show it to you. Here we go. Okay. Now let me screen share this. Well, where did it go? Here it is. Okay. Am I screen sharing now?
No, but I only see you.
Okay. Now you see the map?
Nope, I see you.
nope.
Okay. I didn't click on it. All right, let me redo it. There we go. Now we're cooking with propane.
Okay, I see screen scare, but we're not screen. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Can you see Arizona right here? Here's New Mexico.
Well, let me put my glasses on because that map is tiny to me here. Okay, let's see here. I see your cursor.
Okay. You got this green. Okay, here's Albuquerque, New Mexico, right here.
Okay.
We came straight across, and it's green there. You can't see it, but right here's the Texas line. So we're in the cap, and we went straight across the cap into Oklahoma to Oklahoma City. See this?
Okay. Yeah, you went through the panhandle, it looks like.
Well, I guess I don't know what the panhandle is.
It's a narrow strip of land that goes north of Texas.
Okay. That's all we crossed right there. From Albuquerque straight across. And I'm thinking that was Route 40. See, we came
Okay.
through Arizona. Let me see if I can get it to move.
You know,
Okay.
actually, it would show up a lot better if you just use Google Maps.
Okay, well, that'd be too easy.
Yeah, it would be.
Here's Bakersfield, California.
Mm-hmm.
And we came straight across Arizona through Mexico because we went to Hoover Dam and the Grand Canyon. And that was somewhere in Arizona. There's Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
Sing it. All right. So that's where we crossed Texas. We wasn't in Texas very long.
Yeah, you went through the panhandle.
Right. Okay. We back.
Yeah, by the way, the panhandle has some very beautiful. Actually, the panhandle is the most beautiful part of Texas.
Yeah, it was a great trip through there. But
Yeah, you get further south and it's just ugly looking desert, Arizona. Well, Arizona has some very beautiful deserts, but like Nevada, that type of, just it's the lower parts of Texas, unless you get way down south by Houston. I think that Texas is just so desolate. But still desolate, but beautiful. I'm not trying to say it as a bad way. So, John, what did you do for entertainment while Kim was on vacation?
Been working and trying to get videos up.
Now, are you still you were working at a store for a period of time? Are you still working at that store or
Yes, Dollar Tree. Yes.
Dollar Tree? Okay, cool. How you like working there?
Yeah, it's just the hours are now end up being suck.
okay, Grizz, I got Google Maps up now.
Okay, let me lock on you.
Okay, now it doesn't have the roads, but yeah, I guess if this is what you call the panhandle right here.
Well, actually, Kim, it will show the maps if you zoom on in. It will show the roads. You just got to zoom in closer.
How's that?
You zoom it in to what you think.
Okay, let me punch it one more time.
You could do it from there right down to the city or the town. You know, I mean, you
Right. But see, I know that we went through Bakersfield, and here's the Indian reservation right there. We went through that,
Mojave, yeah,
and we stayed on Route 40, and we went to Flagstaff, and here's the Grand Canyon right here.
yep.
We was here in Flagstaff, and we drove all the way up in there to a dead end, and then we had to come back.
Oh wow.
So then we came across. Let's see. Now I'm lost. There's Amarillo, Texas. We was there, and we went through New Mexico, Santa Rosa. We stayed in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Albuquerque.
Yep. Right here.
Yep.
We stayed the night there. And I talked to my sister. My brother-in-law said it's 3 days from there to home. Well, I made it in 2.
So you did some driving time then.
We drove 2 days pretty hard. And then we went through Oklahoma. We went from Albuquerque through Oklahoma, and we stayed in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I can't find it. Oh, I think we had to go up 44. Here we go. All right. We followed 40 to Oklahoma City. I think it's right there. Then we took 44 up here to Tulsa. And we went toward Joplin. And eventually we ended up to Springfield, St. Louis. Springfield and then to St. Louis. Are you following me, Chris?
Yeah, I've been following your cursor there.
Okay, then we came from Springfield, Missouri, up to St. Louis, and then I give the car to Pam for a while, and I would have went 64, but she took off 50 across, and she woke me up about here at Flora, and she said, "Do you want to get gas here or only?" I said, "You better get it here because I don't think we can make it to only." So I filled the car up and then I brought it on in. Let's see, where we at? Here's only, here's Vincennes, here's only, here's Vincennes. Lawrenceville's right in here.
So now, when you went to I think it was Missouri. Was that Uranus, Missouri?
Yeah.
Okay. When you did you buy some fudge there?
No, but they had a lot.
Well, I'm thinking you should maybe you want to call them up and place an order to have it delivered to you, and you need to give a subscriber giveaway. You need to give away some fudge from Uranus. You know, do a 1,500 subscriber giveaway. You know, fudge from Uranus.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's actually a town.
Yeah, I know.
But I can't find it.
Well, you could type it on into Google search and it'll bring you right to it.
Right there it is. Right there.
Uranus Fudge Factory.
Exactly.
Hey, hey, you know what? That looks like it resembles Steve's backside.
Let's zoom in on it. I put it on the satellite view.
There you go.
Of course, I've lost it. I did this to your driveway,
Mm-hmm.
and I could see the barn and everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just the pictures that you see from Google, they're outdated. They're way behind. But yeah, you can see everything.
Okay, here we go. See, this is our parking lot right here. Let me try it one more time.
That's the parking lot in Uranus.
Yeah. Here's the water tower right here. Okay, I'm zoomed in all the way. That's pretty unique.
Yeah, it is.
They had a like a spaceship right here. I don't see it, but here's their. Whoops. Here's
Oh,
their,
that's where they had that rocket ship and that was it a fire engine or something over there too.
right. And see, I don't see the fire engine and stuff right down in here. There was
Well,
a double-decker bus. I went
well, see,
inside.
this is probably last year's picture. This is probably a year behind.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks for letting me share that with you.
Thank you for sharing it with us. I appreciate that. You know, I always do want to see around Uranus.
Okay, did you see that old boy in the outhouse? I didn't realize it. I had to pay $1 to open that door. And
I'm
then
gonna have to go back and review that. I'll have to. I remember seeing an old guy, but I didn't realize it was in an outhouse. I'll have to go back and review that.
yeah, you put $1 in there, and then you can open the door, and then he goes to talking. Well, like a dummy, I didn't get my camera going until halfway through, and I was too tight to put another $1 in.
Yeah, I hear you. But I didn't. I'm gonna rewatch that again because I didn't. I remember seeing the old guy that you're talking about. I didn't realize that was an outhouse scene.
He started out where I started. He says it's pretty warm. Your Uranus is pretty warm here about this time of year.
Yeah.
He said this is kind of awkward. You're making a little bit too much eye contact.
Now that I get the scenario what you're talking about, now that will hit because in the video itself that wasn't hit home with me that this was in an outhouse, and I remember that scene that you're talking about, but it didn't dawn on me that was in an outhouse, so it'll make more sense.
The thing of it is, I had to hold the door because I couldn't get back far enough to see the whole thing. If I'd have
Right.
turned the door loose, it would have shut.
Yeah.
Pam wasn't there to hold the door, so ho-de-do, ho-de-do.
Yeah, but you had them sticks of wood that I cut ya.
Well, the door was too far off the ground to do that there. But hey, I did use that, and it worked lovely. It worked wonderful. At the hotel, when you get
Yeah.
them doors that shut by themselves, work great.
Cool. Glad you got some use out of that.
Some of them, I didn't need them if I used the cart, because we loaded everything on the cart and push it in and hold the door itself.
Uh-huh.
That's when the door's inside, but when you're at a motel where the door's on the outside of the world, that's where you need it.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a cart, you got to carry stuff in, so you can put that wedge, and then you can just make as many trips as you need, and you won't have to keep opening the door with the key.
Yeah.
And it worked great. And when I got home, Miss Pam had mysteriously picked up rocks and put them in different places in the car. So
You know what? I really should have taken. It would have been an hour and a half drive up here. It would have been a long drive, but it could have been a fun day. I should have taken you up here to Rocky Top, and she could collected herself some pyrite, some nice pyrite rock.
but they wouldn't have been from your yard.
They would have been from my area, and they would have meant something for her.
We wanted the rock from your yard, and we got one.
Yeah, but you know what pyrite is, right?
No,
Pyrite is fool's gold.
fool's gold.
Yeah, it's fool's gold. And we got up here the road about 30 miles up here, up just past Rocky Top. There's a huge area where there's tons of pyrite up there. And there's big old pyrite nuggets, big old nuggets. They look just like gold. And they would be like 2 or 3 pounds. They're huge. They would, if it was real gold, it'd be heavy. But this stuff is almost lighter than water.
Hey, Rock of Ages.
Hey, Rock, how's it going? I was just telling Kim about it a half hour or 45 minutes ago. I need to get caught up on your channel.
But no, we got what we wanted. We wanted the rock from your yard, right where you're sitting.
And she got it.
And we got it.
Yeah.
I haven't got with her to where we're going to place them, because I've got it narrowed down to within 2 rocks of knowing which one came from your house. Something up, I said, well, when you picked up rocks like that, you don't know where they come from.
Well, the rock,
label
just put it this way. The rocks here are all shell rock.
Yeah, well, we got 2 of them. But we got some rose-colored rocks. One place, we was at the Oregon West Coast, and I stopped, and they had some orange rocks, and I got a piece of driftwood about that long.
Uh-huh.
So, it's good.
Oh, yeah.
But I got a bunch of weeds out there by the bicycle. I'm going to go through there and get them weeds and get me some more mulch and put some cream down. Last year I bought some bee balm. It did not come back. I tried it 2 different years in 2 different places. I'm not going to mess with it no more. It's supposed to be a perennial, and well, it just didn't. Right in that area, it didn't have no water. You know,
I heard you talking about that on your video.
bee balm. It when it keeps coming back every year, it'll get huge, and it has nice, pretty red or orange flowers. You know, it's called bee balm, and the bees just love it.
Yeah.
Booyah, fat boy, how are you?
Hey, hey, fat boy. My nose itches really bad.
But like I said, now that I'm back, it's trying to rain. But
Again?
yeah, it rained today. I don't know if it's
No.
raining right now. It rains all
I'm
around.
I'm not seeing any rain in our forecast currently.
Well, it's over on the other side of Missouri. Oh, we lost John.
Yeah, he signed on out, it looks like. Well, Kim, it's getting kind of late. I got to get up early. Well, I always get up early in the morning. I'm going to be going to bed here pretty shortly, and I got to get myself some dinner. I ain't going to let myself have another blackout.
Well, we haven't been drinking. I drink
No,
water.
no. But I do need to get I do need to get up early in the morning and get going on the water in the garden again and try to get caught up. So I do need to cut this short. I mean I hate to do it. I love chatting with you, but
Well, it's 11:30 for me. I should have
yeah,
been in bed an hour and a half ago, but I
yeah.
don't
And
have a time clock, so
I don't know if it's 8:30 or 9:30 here, but I do know that I got to get some food down me and then I got to get to bed.
okay. Well, I'm going to sign off. Fat boy
Adios,
came
buddy.
in.
I hate to cut it short, but I got to go.
Okay. Well, hang on. I'll sign off here. All right, everybody. It came that hour. So may the peace and the power of the Lord be with you. Goodbye.